Onewestmagazine, One West Radio. It's your boy Damian Sanders holding it down for the West Coast, man. From the tip to the top, man. You already know. Shouts out to the big homie OG Suicide as always for laying down that One West Magazine foundation. I got a special guest in the house tonight, man. As a matter of fact, he's on the cover of the next issue of One West Magazine, hitting those newsstands real soon. I got my man, Sick Jacken from the Psycho Realm, man. How you doing, OG?
I'm doing good, brother. Just right here down south in Argentina, getting ready to rock this Lollapalooza festival, man.
Wow, man, you out there in Argentina doing it big, man. What's the weather looking like out there right now?
Oh, it's hot and sticky out here. They're getting over their summer. You know, they're kind of on the flip side of us. When it's our summer, it's their winter. So we're barely going into summer. They're coming out of it.
Now, first of all, man, you know, I want to let you know that we're honored to have you on the cover of our next issue.
Man, it's an honor to be a part of it, brother. I appreciate that.
Now, all day long, let's get into it. Now, let's now tell us, how did you get started in hip hop music? How did you get introduced to hip hop?
I was a kid growing up in downtown Los Angeles, a little district called Pico Union, and I remember being outside as a kid, outside of our apartments, in front of the driveway, and these three dudes walked up. Man, two of them had matching hoodies. Yeah, their hoodies pulled over, and there was a skinny dude, right? And they had a little boombox. They put it down. They hit play on the boombox, and you know, some Herbie Hancock started playing, and the little skinny dude started pop locking. And then one by one, the two dudes in the matching hoodies started going in on some breakdance and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I was hooked after that. You know, I got into the b-boying. And then my boy got me into the MCing. And then, you know, I think I started writing songs when I was like 13 or 14, and started doing shows when I was like 15. And I was hooked, man. There was no going back for me after that.
Now, dig that. Now, was there any particular artist that was out there doing anything that really inspired you to pick up the microphone?
There was a bunch of artists, man. I used to listen to a lot of music in general. My dad used to pay me money when he used to drink with his homies and shit at the apartment. So I used to listen to all kinds of music, you know what I mean? And I was always influenced by a bunch of different genres, man. Rock, soul, a lot of old Spanish music, you know?
Hey, now dig that. Now, the whole concept of the Psycho Realm, how did you guys come up with that name right there?
The Psycho Realm name came about, so me and my brother sat down. We decided we needed a good name. You know what I'm saying? And back then everybody was using Tribe, Posse, you know, shit like that. So. And that's Big Duke right there you're talking about. My brother Big Duke, yeah. And we sat, you know, that's my big brother. So we were in the apartment, and I told him, man, I like the word realm. You know, and the first word that came out of his mouth was psycho. Because I like psycho, I'm like Psycho Realm. It was a name that we went with because when you hear it, you don't know what it is. You don't know if it's a rap group, a rock group, a movie, book, you know what I'm saying? So we just thought it was a dope name in general, so we went with it.
Now, all day long, now I see here that you guys also had a chance to be a part of the Vida Loca movie soundtrack with the joint Scandalous.
Yeah.
Now tell us what that experience was like. That was the first joint you guys laid down?
Yeah. That was our first professional release, man. That was actually 6 months after we met Be Real. We met Be Real the summer of '93, and that's when we signed to him, and that was the first gig that he got us.
I was in the 11th grade, man.
Yeah, I was fresh out of high school, bro.
Oh, man. Now, what high school did you go to?
I went to a magnet school called Los Angeles Center for Enriched Studies.
Oh, we know all about that all day long. Now, you need to tell me now your first release out, you landed on the soundtrack.
Yep. First release was a soundtrack, and then after that, we worked on the record for about a year, and then my homeboy, the first guy that raps on the Scandalous track, ended up dropping out of the group, so me and my brother had to dump all the demos that we had, and we started a new batch of songs. That's when I started producing, and we started getting all the songs for what everybody knows is the first Psycho Realm album, which came out in '97.
Now, you just mentioned you had a relationship going with Be Real as well, man. Now, how was that working with a legend like that? You know what I'm saying, doing this thing?
It was inspiring, man. You know, we used to roll around Pico Union Bump in Cypress Hill because, you know, he was the only Mexican dude out there that was putting shit down the right way. We thought, you know,
OneWest Radio, OneWestmagazine, man. We live in effect and doing it real big, man. We got my man Sick Jacken from the Cycle Realm gonna cover our next issue of OneWestmagazine. Now, I'm looking here, man. You got quite the resume. You got joints with RBX, Evidence, DJ Mud, Strong Arm, Steady, man. It's like, what's it like, you know what I'm saying? Like of all the, matter of fact, of all the collaboration that you've done so far, is there anybody that stands out the most or that you enjoy working with the most?
You know what, man? Everybody that I've worked with, I respect, and I enjoy their music. You know what I'm saying? I respect the artistry. Evidence, Ill Bill, you know what I'm saying? Like the whole Coca dudes, Immortal Tech, you know, everybody that I work with, man, it's been an honor, you know what I'm saying, to be able to work with some of these artists. You know what I'm saying? Joel Ortiz, Murs, like I work with a lot of people that I respect, so it's been good, man. Every experience has been good, and it's helped me to kind of open up my fan base as well, because, you know, a lot of people know or heard of Cycle Realm, but they haven't really tuned into the music, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And by doing these collaborations, working with Madlib and Strong Arm Steady, like that opens me up to a whole different audience that are like, yo, this fucking Mexican could actually flow. You know what I'm saying? This guy could actually rap and say some shit. So it gives me the opportunity to have some people tune in to what we do over here in the Cycle Realm. You know?
Now speaking on that, man, being a Latino artist yourself, man, now how do you feel about the state of hip hop as it stands right now on the West Coast? You know what I'm saying, for up and coming new Latino artists?
I think it's good, man, because you know, it's in their hands. You know what I'm saying? Everything is ran by and powered by social media now and the internet. So there's nobody there to put a detour in front of them. You know what I'm saying? It's them dealing directly with the audience, and at the end of the day, it's the audience who picks who they like. You know what I'm saying? The only downfall of that is that there's no filter. So you got all kinds of bullshit coming through the cracks as well. But you know, the people that deserve it are going to stand out and shine. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of young artists that are coming out of LA right now that are already doing tours in Europe. You know what I'm saying? You got Reverie, you got Gablin, you know, King Lil G's coming up. You know what I mean? He'll probably be the next one to tour in Europe. And it's just like, you know, these are young Latin MCs, you know, both male and female, that are doing their thing and you know, exposing themselves and dealing directly with the audience, and that's carrying them to be able to tour the world. You know what I'm saying? That's something that we weren't able to do back then that quick, you know?
Now, of all the projects that you've worked on thus far, you know what I'm saying, I ask every MC that's touched this show the same question. Is there any, if you were stuck on an island somewhere, is there one song in particular that you would just have to have? You can only pick one song. Which song would you take if you were stranded on an island?
Man, one song? It'll probably be an oldie, bro. It'd probably be an old 60s soul song, and it'd have to be at least, you know, 4 to 5 minutes.
I'm saying out of the songs that you've recorded as an artist.
Oh, that I've recorded as an artist?
Uh-huh.
One song?
One song. You choose one. You stranded on the island. You can only take one song with you out of your catalog. Which one would it be?
Man, that's a hard question, bro. I don't think I don't know. There's too many that I would probably take. There's a song we have called "Killing Fields" on A War Story Book 2. It's the only song with all 4 members of the 6th Symphony's camp on the original 6th Symphony camp. Cycle Realm and Street Platoon on it. You know what I mean? That song is heavy.
Definitely check that out. Now, are you in the studio right now working on a new project?
Yeah, I'm wrapping up the new. It's my first official solo record. It's called Psychedelic. It's the first record that I'm producing entirely since the Cycle Realm records. So I'm excited about that. You know what I mean? It's a true solo record. The only collaborations I have on there are with Cynic from Street Platoon. I'm gonna call you Rhyme of Concrete Saints, which are part of the crew. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, it's, you know, I got some choruses that were written by my brother. You know, he got shot in '99, so he hasn't been able to record anything since then. But he's still helping me on the writing side. You know what I mean? Help me co-write some choruses and stuff like that. So I'm excited about this new record, man. Yeah.
Now, is there a lead single that we can be checking for real soon?
There's gonna be a song called Brain Damage that I'm gonna be dropping hopefully in the next month and a half. I'm gonna be dropping a video for it.
Okay.
And I got Evidence from Dilated shooting a video for another song I have on there called Polygamy is Pricey.
Shouts out to Evidence all day long. Now, you know you got to shoot these joints to OneWest Radio when they on deck.
you guys will have them for sure, brother.
Now, if your fans want to find you online, how can they find you online?
They can find me on the social media, you know, the official Sick Jacken on the Facebook, Sick Jacken with a 1 instead of an I on Instagram, which is the social media that I'm on the most. And, you know, they can just Google Psycho Realm, man, or Sick Jacken, and they'll find me.
All day long, man. We appreciate you for taking the time. Now, right quick, is there any quick shout-outs, man, you want to throw on the streets?
Man, shout out to the whole Sick Side Army, all the psychos out there worldwide, man, that are tuned in. Much love, and thank you guys for the support throughout the years, man. It's because of you guys that we're still here. Shout out to OneWestmagazine, my boy Pep Williams, for making this happen, man. It's an honor to be on the cover, brother. Thank you guys for the time, man.
There it is right there, man. OneWest Magazine, OneWest Radio, and you do know that.